Hey guys, today we're taking a look at a Star Wars Black Series release. Something new, something a little bit different just because of what it is. Something that you may or may not care about based on your thoughts on the creature in general or on your thoughts for The Last Jedi. But today we're going to take a look at the new PORG pack that they've released. And this thing is in a absurdly small package. You can see just how tiny these guys are. The box is about 3 by 3 inches in size, so it's incredibly tiny. It's that same kind of Black Series packaging we're used to, the red and the black. They don't have numbers. They have a little artwork down there in the bottom, and then they do have a window. And just for comparison's sake, here is that package against a regular figure release. You can see that the size difference is pretty wild. So let's just pull these little guys out and take a closer look. All right, guys, so here are the PORGs out of their boxes. And as you can see, I do have 3 total sets here. I'm going to use 2 of them on my Black Series shelves. And since I was making an order, my wife said, hey, order one for me as well. So we have 3 total sets in the household, which honestly is probably too many because I really, on a personal level, do not care about PORGs at all. But they'll break up the shelves a little bit, and I can play around with Chewbacca with them as well. So as you can see, they come 2 per pack, like we showed previously. 1 is standing, and 1 is seated. Now, the interesting thing, and something that I didn't really pay attention to before I actually got these, is that the guy that is standing, that has his wings sort of outstretched, as you can see, he has articulated wings. They have a hinge and they have rotation in there as well. So you can have him have his arms up or down or flapping around, which is kind of interesting. And then this little guy down here, he just sort of sits and he's in that weird kind of stupid quizzical pose. I think it's kind of goofy looking. I see what they're going for because I do recognize that look, but in general, it's a very weird expression on this little guy. Outside of that little bit of articulation on the PORG that is upright, there isn't a great deal to talk about with these guys. There is some solid paint applications with some varying shades of kind of browny gray color with some black. We've got the feet that are painted on the one that's standing up. We've obviously got the eyes that are painted, and then we do have some shading in and throughout the fur on the back, as well as what I think is a pretty good application of that orangey brown color in and around the face. There is a size difference here between the two. The one that is standing up is right at 1 inch and the one that's sitting down is just under, so they aren't the same height, but obviously they work in scale with each other. And overall, the goal here is to make a 6-inch scale PORG, and I think that's what they've done. They've made a Black Series equivalent of something that looks just like the PORGs in The Last Jedi. There just isn't so much to talk about because this is, again, such a tiny, tiny package. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not a PORG guy. I don't really care one way or the other, but these work and they look the part. They have a little bit of unexpected articulation. They're in a comically small box. They are relatively cheap, and if you are a PORG person, if you like them, if you think they are just the most adorable space creature you have ever laid eyes on, then you need 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 boxes of these to really complement your Black Series shelf. I do think even for people who aren't into this creature, they will add a little bit of something different onto your shelf. It just breaks up a little bit of the monotony of having 6-inch characters. You can have something a little bit different, but very much Star Wars at the same time. So that's going to do it for this look at the Star Wars Black Series PORG 2-pack from Hasbro. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.